Slick Tiger, and this is Dive Bar Game Reviews. I'm here with my good friend Graumpot. We're talking about sleeping dogs. First question, what genre does the game fit into?
Well, it's kind of open world. You know, it's called GTA-like, and it is very GTA-like. So you've got a
sandbox,
huge sandbox. You can run around, play, you know, build sandcastles. Okay.
What's the premise?
Game opens in the middle of a drug deal gone horribly wrong. Next thing you know, the cops are on you, you're running over stuff, crashing through people. But then a couple of minutes later, you actually find out you're a cop.
And where does it progress from there? I mean, we don't want to give too much away, but yeah, let's...
Okay, so you are actually undercover police, and you are trying to infiltrate the Hong Kong triads.
Alright, so the setting is Hong Kong in the city itself.
Yeah.
How big is the world? How big are we talking here? Did they literally like map Hong Kong for this game? Does it feel that way at least?
Yeah, it feels pretty damn big, you know. It's like, you've got Hong Kong Island, and you've got about 4 big areas around the whole island. I wouldn't say it's as big as some of the GTA open world games.
You know what I mean? In a way, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Some of those games you just end up driving around.
Like, I remember San Andreas. Like, you could spend like half an hour just trying to get from one city to the other.
A to B.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a lot tighter than that.
Okay, cool. So that doesn't take away from the...
And the city is fantastic. Like, there's always tons of people on the street. The city feels really breathing, you know, heaving and breathing.
Alright, cool. So tell me about the driving in the game.
The driving is really fun.
Oh,
you know, the cars are responsive, and it's, you know, sometimes a game can be almost too realistic, but this is just a lot of fun. You can like hair around the roads, you know, heartbreaking action. It's good.
And is it like GTA where if you run people over and like crash and stuff, you get like those little badges and the cops come chasing you and stuff like that?
If you just randomly do it, you're fine. But actually, on the map, you can see cops
come and try to snatch my crops.
Controlling. So, like on your map, you can see a cop walking around the street or a cop driving past. If you do something while one of those guys are in like eye line, then you're gonna have people on you.
In GTA, a lot of the time you can just grab weapons and blow people away. Is it a similar system in this game?
Well, I mean, the thing in GTA is that you know, hand to hand isn't cool. But this game actually takes a lot from Batman Arkham Asylum.
Me, Cookie Monster.
So there's a lot of rhythm to the combat.
Okay.
You know, it's like you're flowing from one guy to the next. You know, you can't just like spam your buttons. You know, you gotta
smash the buttons.
Yeah, you gotta actually feel the rhythm. You know, you gotta hits, block, counter, throw somebody over, snap their leg. You know. Oh, the really cool thing about the combat is it's got some like insta kills. So if you grab hold of somebody and hold them like next to a fan or like a cutter, you can jam their head into it.
Alright, okay. So the environment is like 100% interactive.
I wouldn't say 100%. It's got like prompts, like certain things inside your environment are interactive.
Okay, cool. So you can take a guy's head and just jam it into a fan.
Exactly.
I've always wanted to do that.
It's fantastic.
Brains. That's awesome. So, is it easy to get a hold of weapons in the game? He asks knowingly.
You know, for the most part, it's hand-to-hand combat.
Alright.
And then about halfway through, suddenly guns come into it.
Okay.
And it's kind of funny because when guns come into it...
Guns come into it?
Guns come into it. When guns... Gumming a gun. When guns come into it, the guy who's giving you the weapon for the first time says, oh, you might not have seen weapons because they're really hard to get into Hong Kong.
Okay.
Yeah, from that point on, weapons freaking everywhere.
So I think we've kind of covered some of the basic aspects of the game, so let's just get down to like the overall impression, you know?
Well, 2 things. Okay, firstly, this game is just fun. It is so much fun. I can guarantee you, you're going to pick this up. The first couple of hours, you're just going to have a smile on your face. It is fun to drive. It is fun to fight. and it is just fun to explore the city. It is really cool. Secondly, the storyline is awesome.
And that's a great thing, because I think a lot of games these days kind of gloss over the storyline. It's kind of weak and they just focus on the action and the actual gameplay.
Exactly.
So you're saying this is a great balance of gameplay, action and storyline.
Definitely. You know, it's kind of almost classic Asian dirty cop kind of movie. You know, there's betrayal.
Feels like the game has changed.
Yeah. Well, this is the life we chose.
There's some tragedy, there's some hardcore action. Only thing that really let it down was that it was pretty damn buggy at some points.
I was going to ask that.
But you know, it's a tendency with these really big games, they can be buggy and you just have to forgive them sometimes. So I'll give it about an 8.
Alright, cool. 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's all the time we have today for Dive Bar game reviews. So we were looking at Sleeping Dogs, which got an overall rating of 8 out of 10, which is actually pretty damn good. So join us next time for some more Dive Bar game reviews.